November 23rd, 2022. Halfcast 377, episode 377. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Louisiana priest admits to making threesome sex tape on church altar. And that's it, folks. That's the show. How do you follow that? I don't think the people who created The Exorcist, which was meant to be offensive, disrespectful, and sacrilegious, if they were to sit and plan an Exorcist movie in 2022, that they would have came up with a threesome at the church altar. A Louisiana priest admitted to filming a threesome on his church's altar and pleaded guilty to felony obscenity on Monday. Travis Clark, 39, will serve a 3-year suspended sentence and 3 years of probation, said Warren Montgomery, the district attorney for Washington and St. Tammany parishes. What do you even do after that? Do you continue to hold services, or do you just go on ahead and start yourself an OnlyFans account? Talk about a complete 180. Clark was caught with 2 women on the altar of Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Pearl River, Louisiana in October 2020. A passerby noticed the church lights were a little brighter than normal and peeked inside. A Mr. Furley Three's Company moment, if there ever was one, finding an unholy scene. Clark was half naked with 2 women in corsets, portable stage lights, and 2 recording devices around them, along with sex toys, according to investigators. This is very specific. It's not like the random bad joke 2 strippers walk into a church. It's almost like he was openly rebelling against what he thought was supposed to be his calling. The women, Melissa Ching, 23, and Mindy Dixon, 41, a regular Thelma and Louise Hunt, were described as dominatrix for hire. Wait a minute. Because we all know that money did not come out of his pocket. That money came out of people's faith-driven donations. One day before the threesome, Dixon posted on social media about traveling to New Orleans to defile a house of God. They're excited about this. Both Ching and Dixon pleaded guilty to misdemeanors. That's all. Clark was defrocked. Instead of snatching his stripes, they snatched his collar by the New Orleans Archdiocese shortly before he was arrested. Wow. Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church got rid of the altar. Archbishop Gregory Amen ordered it burned. It's beyond Clorox and Lysol, and replaced it with a new one. Clark was ordained in 2013 and became the priest at Saints Peter and Paul in 2019. Next up, woman burns down boyfriend's house after another woman answered the call. Mystery girl is a relative. You want to talk about jumping to conclusions? Sheesh. No fact finding, skip truth and go straight to consequences. A Texas woman, 23, was arrested after she allegedly set her boyfriend's house on fire during a jealous rage after discovering another woman had answered their FaceTime call. The mystery female turned out to be the boyfriend's relative. You don't have to lie, just tell her to come outside. It's my mom. It's my grandmother, my aunt, my sister. Well, if you're not going to be honest with me, Senada Soto was taken into custody on Monday and faces felony charges for burglary and arson. Her bond was set at $165,000. No one was hurt in the blaze, thank goodness, but the fire caused more than $50,000 in property damage. The bizarre ordeal, bizarre is a colorful word. The bizarre ordeal happened on Sunday when Soto became enraged that her beau may have been two-timing her, broke into his San Antonio home and stole some items before setting the couch on fire that spread, causing the home to become engulfed in flames, a witness said KSAT News reported. Because nobody has family members visit them around Thanksgiving. That's just crazy. As the house was burning, Soto then FaceTimed her lover that showed an image of the burning couch. Oh, I hope your stuff is going to be okay, she said, as per the affidavit, before driving off in her gray Kia Optima with the items she had stolen. What did she steal from the home? The person on the FaceTime call, who hasn't been revealed, turned out to be a relative of the boyfriend, the Breckser County Sheriff's Office said. The Breckser County Fire Marshal's Office responded to an arson call on Shepherd Road around 1:45 a.m. The call was made by the home's owner. The typos in this paragraph is crazy. Get it together, Daily Mail. But it goes on to say that they had footage of her lighting the couch on fire, and there was a laundry basket filled with clothes that is seen toppled over, things that can help accelerate the fire. The fire caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages. If she knew nothing else, she knew that a mattress or a couch set on fire is extremely difficult to put out if you don't have the proper equipment, and also clothes, rags, and stuff like that is just nothing but added kindling. The fire marshal's office worked in conjunction with the Breckser County Sheriff's Office on the arson investigation. It is not clear if Soto has been released, but she has a pre-trial hearing set in December, a report said. If I'm her boyfriend, or now ex-boyfriend, and she is let out of jail, I need a phone call immediately, because I need to know if she's not going to come and try to make up. Next up, men robbed to make it rain at New York City strip club. Suspect tells cops. Oh, New York City. So what were you going to do with the money? Were you going to use it to start a business? Maybe. No. Were you going to invest in stocks? Maybe do some Bitcoin? No. Were you going to use the money to buy Christmas gifts for your kids and family members? Hell no. So what were you going to do with the money? We're going to throw it at strippers. The robbers, who targeted over a dozen delis and gas stations in an outer boroughs crime spree, told arresting officers they had plans to blow some of the stolen cash at a strip club. Calvin Scantleberry, 39, Reginald Williams, 23, and Duquan Cooper, 22, were held on bail of up to $150,000 after they were busted for the string of robberies, the Queens District Attorney's Office said Wednesday. If you remember, it wasn't that long ago that a woman's estranged husband beat her and threatened to kill her on a video uploaded to Facebook, and they released him with no bail, where he immediately went back for that woman and killed her in cold blood. So how are they picking and choosing who gets bail and who doesn't? And I don't want to hear that section article bullshit. During their alleged crime spree, the ski mask wearing crew ran into delis and gas stations, flashed guns, and demanded cash, lottery tickets, and packs of Newport cigarettes. According to police, Newport cigarettes is like saying you don't even need to see the photo. They were nabbed in the early hours of Sunday after back-to-back robberies in Queens pulled a double. Cooper told arresting police officers that the robberies that night hadn't been absolutely premeditated and that the crew was planning on scouting out some strip clubs. They hit up a deli on Astoria Boulevard near 92nd Street in Jackson Heights around 12:20 a.m., prosecutors allege. We didn't really say anything. We had no intention of hurting anybody. We didn't. That's what everybody says until the gun goes off accidentally or whatever. Now a simple robbery turns into a murder. It was just going to be cash, Cooper said. The men allegedly walked into the store where Williams pointed a gun at an employee and barked, "Give me the money, I'll kill you." The clerk complied, and one of the men removed about $4,000 in cash and rolling papers, prosecutors said. You would think that would have been the perfect time to quit while they were ahead. No, you get greedy, you get sloppy, you get caught. With Williams behind the wheel, the crew took off in a blue Nissan Maxima and drove a little over 3 miles to a Gulf gas station on Skillman Ave near 39th Street and Sunnyside, I do dumb shit, Williams told arresting officers. At least he knows himself. All three of us walked into the gas station. They were trying to control it, so I robbed the shit. The men robbed the store at gunpoint and made off with $1,700 in cash and nearly $600 worth of Newport cigarettes. And all joking aside, this could have easily went from a robbery to a robbery gone wrong to a murder. I was going to use it at the strip club, Williams said of the cash. Our intentions were just to take the money and go. About an hour and a half later, a patrolling officer spotted the car that was connected to the robbery pattern and pulled it over. After he searched the vehicle and men, the officers found the cash, cigarettes, rolling papers, and a loaded gun. Williams said that the stick-up scheme had started when he happened to stumble upon the gun. Right. I came up with the idea that I have to get this money one way or another, he said, because a job is absolutely out of the question. Now, starting October 31st, the men targeted 15 total spots, 11 in Queens and the rest in Brooklyn, cops said. Purely for entertainment purposes only, if someone is willing to rob 15 gas stations and convenience stores, 4 houses get you a hotel, why not just hit 3 banks? Weigh the risk and reward. Fun show, fun show, fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.